I'm the type of person who gives everything when I care about someone. Loyalty isn't just a word to me, it's the way I live my life. I'll go to war for you. Defend your name when you're not in the room, and make sacrifices you might never even notice, all because you matter to me. But don't get it twisted. My loyalty isn't blind. The moment you disrespect me, treat me like I'm less than I deserve, or show me that you don't value what I bring to the table, everything changes. I don't scream, I don't argue, and I don't beg for respect. I just remove myself from your life like I was never there. You won't hear from me. You won't see me. And you'll feel the emptiness of what you took for granted. It's not that I stopped caring overnight. It's that I refuse to waste my energy on someone who doesn't see my worth. Life has taught me that disrespect is a reflection of someone else's character, not mine. And I don't make excuses for people who show me who they really are. So while I may be the most loyal person you'll ever meet, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Cross that line, and I'll move on like you were just another chapter in my story. One that I closed without a second thought.
What's up, YouTube? What did I do? But yeah, it's in there. It's a little I need car seat safety, all right?
No longer have a bumpy ride. I wish you would say that.
Hey, Marn.
How's it going, Chelsea and Josh?
Pretty good. How are you, Myron?
Oh, not too bad.
It's always good to hear. How was your show?
That was okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, I had a better after show.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes better than a crazy show.
My neighbor brought me some supper. Piece of cake and some lasagna.
Oh, that sounds good.
I had my real birthday cake today. Is that weed?
Yeah.
A big old bag. Holy fuck.
It's a pound.
Look at that.
Holy
Fucking
shit,
pillow.
Myron.
Use that as a pillow.
Could use that as a pillow.
$300.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Read the headline of that and have you seen it? I just saw it before it came out here. Apparently Trump's making it so people who have an X instead of like a gender or something that don't identify by female or male, they no longer get a passport.
Well, that's how it should be. You gotta fucking, should be able, you have to get fucking, it should be.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I was just asking if you've seen that yet.
Yeah.
I also didn't know that people that were like, I don't know if it's trans or non-binary, whatever the fuck they go by. I didn't know it was an X instead of like just using both or whatever.
Well, I don't know why it's an X either. Because if you can't sign, if you can't spell, if you can't write your own name, you write an X. So that's how it's always been for before that sex bullshit. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why it's an X. Ooh.
Well, I don't know why they fucking have to.
Not that big.
Well, that pot's gone.
About that we were talking about signing X.
Yeah. Well, you could sign anything. You don't have to sign an X. You just got to make your mark. So if you do it like a brand or something, you know.
There was one gas station up by the farm that we went to that if I got scratch tickets, that's where I usually cash them in because it was the closest place. And one out of like all of the girls there would make me sign the back for whatever fucking reason when none of the rest of them did or anything. Anyway, so I was just like, okay, am I good to just put my initials on it? She looks at me and she says, there's somebody who comes in with a bunch of scratch tickets and he literally draws a dick on the back of every single one of them where the name goes before he gets there. And he turns them in like that because you literally just have to write anything on them. It doesn't actually have to be your name, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 7 grams earlier today, Myron. And I didn't even know the weed store did this because I used to like when you bought shitty weed online, sometimes it would come as like shake or like already trimmed down for you. This is 7 grams that I don't have to grind because it's already shredded, which I'm actually a little excited about because it smells good as shit.
Huh.
But yeah, it's like pre-grind at 7 grams.
There's actually quite a bit in there.
I know.
You can't really see it in the bed. Oh yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, it's chopped up all right.
but yeah, it's not like the shitty trim you'd even get online. It's like actually looks like it's grinded weed. So I'm kind of excited about that.
That bud that Myron got looks pretty fucking decent.
It looks even better in the jar.
It really does. So do you have multiple jars or do you just keep filling up one and leave the rest in the bag?
No, I've got 2 more as full as this one, and I've got 3 or 4 more jars to go.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd leave it in the bag or put it like all in jars.
I'm a get rid of the plastic kind of guy.
Makes sense. That night, I could be wrong, but I think it holds better in like a glass jar or something than like the plastic bag once it's been opened and shit. I don't know.
If it's sealed, it's sealed.
Yeah.
But you could be right.
Maybe it was for drying. Actually, I don't know. I've seen one person
'cause
put
if
them in
you-
big
if you
mason
put-
jars
if you
like
put-
that.
If you put like damp weed in plastic, it will. Even if you put damp weed in mason jar, it will mold. But
Yeah.
plastic
Yeah.
sometimes sweats.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to smoke mold, but I have. I've smoked moldy weed.
I mean, I have to say, there was a few spots on some we had last year. I picked the majority off. Like, if it was a big white spot or something, other than that, we smoked it. I don't know if I told you that, but I grinded it up. I wasn't wasting that much weed to pick every little fuzzy white spot off.
Hey, Melvin and Jello.
Jello, is Jello in here?
Hi, Jello.
Is it mellow Jello today, or has he got an attitude?
Is there a mellow Jello?
I heard Canada shipped off 100,000 Indians back to fucking India.
Just kidding, Jello.
I think it's good if they did.
We're gonna play this video. I don't know how good the sound's gonna come through, but I thought this face kind of looked like Jello, so.
There's a big deal
At my channel,
Damn it! Damn it!
we look like Jello. Yeah. I got one of her saying she's gonna cut Brandon's power off.
I liked that one.
It's a somebody's power.
I think it's better in that one, yeah. I don't know if it's that they were all stitched or something, but I can hear a lot clearer in that clip of that one. Okay, everybody, my apologies if I cough or stronger for the day. It killed me yesterday.
Anyways, on that app I got there, we go through the faces and stuff, and we make funny faces in the camera.
Yeah.
So when I come across certain ones, we like to have fun.
Yeah, I caught her talking about 801. I didn't hear Brandon right after it.
Yeah, I made the video. Something about looking better than 801 or something.
Fuck, maybe I should have fucking measured that. Waited. It seems like it's more than a fucking pound.
But people take me wrong all the time, Jello. I say the same thing.
Deer's going down the street. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Had a fire 3 doors down and across the street today.
Holy shit. Bad fire?
No, I don't think so. The place is not totally destroyed. It's destroyed on the outside, but the inside, but the outside still looks like it's pretty good. But I haven't been able to go down that street to find out how good it was.
Yeah.
I could now, but
Any talk? Like, was it a kitchen fire? Was it an electrical fire? Was it fucking something up too close to the heater? Or?
well, I don't know. And last week, they pulled a full truckload of fucking furniture out of there. Yeah, that's what I think.
That's
Chelsea.
a little convenient.
Yeah.
Little too convenient, I'd say, if they're hauling a load of furniture out. You know, make sure the good shit don't burn when they set it off.
Yeah.
I remember there was only, I'm pretty sure, the fire trucks were definitely in the park a couple times, but I feel like a lot of them were non-fires, but like alarms going off and people not home. But there was one fire, I swear to God, there wasn't anything left of that trailer. It was electrical or something they deemed it as, and there was nothing. It was burnt right down past the skirting. You could just tell there was a trailer there at one point. And I remember everybody was scared that it was going to spread because in the trailer park, you got 15 feet between you and the other trailer at that place.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very much of a lot in between.
This is not a park, though.
Yeah, I know. You've said that before.
Yeah. The trailer parks here, over there isn't much room in between.
Like, I remember my neighbor I babysat her kids at that point. She wanted to get a trampoline. And I don't even think, like, the biggest trampoline out there, like the general size trampoline, you get 10 feet, 12 feet, whatever the fuck it is. She didn't have enough room to put it on her lawn without it being over the neighbor's line, so she couldn't get a fucking trampoline. And then she made a deal with the neighbor, did get a trampoline, helped her put it together, She sold that trampoline a couple months later to make rent or something. And then a few months later, she bought another trampoline and looked at me and was like, hey, you want to help me build another trampoline? And I was like, for fuck's sake, stop buying goddamn trampolines. Just buy a pool or something. I don't know. Like, buy something other than a trampoline that you got to put a million springs in all around it.
A beautiful day today. So, what's Jello up to today?
Six people watching and only 2 thumbs up. The math ain't mathin'.
6 people watching and only 1 person in chat talking. The math ain't mathing.
Right? Poor Jello, he's down there all alone.
Where the fuck is Jason at? He didn't go to sleep already, did he?
Where's Brandon with his new channel?
He might have because he was going to eat. And after he eats, he doesn't usually come back on.
He was worked up earlier. I don't know if he does. If there's someone was up on Hippie's panel he didn't like or what. He seemed worked up.
Have you seen Jane recently, Myron?
Yesterday or the day before,
Okay.
I think it was yesterday, she's got some kind of flu or something, so she's just...
Oh, okay.
Because she messaged him today.
May I forget?
My whole bag, I only got this for stock.
Look.
I was talking to her Friday. So she
There's how much I got out of there. 2 jars plus about 1/3 of this one.
holy shit.
There's Hippie. Fuck, I just mentioned you. It's weird shit. The small YouTube world. Laying in bed, relaxing. Right on, Hippie.
Yeah, if he was him, he'd be jacking off.
Woo. So how the snow and the rain came did the same thing to our driveway. It's like a fucking thick layer of ice. And I can get out because I got 4-wheel drive in the truck, but the neighbor's car is stuck right where it was parked. And the ice is pretty much up to the bottom of the car, the bumper of the car. There's enough room to fit your hand underneath it, maybe, but so fuck. The car was just tires on the car were just spinning. The car wouldn't move. No snow there, bare ground. Well, last year we didn't have any snow at all, Hubert or Hippie. It rained every time it snowed, and so we had basically grass all year. And this year we kept getting rain, and the temperatures were extremely warm, so the ground was so muddy and soft. The end of November, the ground was soft as could be. Like, it was crazy.
Now, looking at the snow, it literally looks like ice, and I'm fairly confident if I went to like jump on that shit, I wouldn't even go through it. I'd just slip and land on my ass.
Yeah.
Well, Todd was going to go out and shovel his driveway because it snowed, and then I don't know if it got warm or it rained, but he couldn't even break through the crust, and he's fairly heavy.
Right. Like it's here, Myron. I can walk on the fucking snow that's not in the driveway. I can walk on it. Like,
I want to say if we had anything other than this truck and four-wheel drive, you would not be able to break through the barrier at the end of the driveway to get out that
Yeah.
the plow left.
the plow went by and it's got a.
Because he tried to help the neighbor push her car out, and I was kind of looking out the window at the ice barrier at the end of the driveway, and I was just like, what the fuck good is getting her car out gonna do? She ain't going anywhere.
Well, if we could have got the car in this driveway, I would have got it out. I would have just fucking rammed her right through that fucking.
Well, yeah, but you see how icy the driveway
Airbag
is up
comes
there. Yeah, probably. I don't think you'd be getting very far other than
No,
the
you got to
car
get a
needing
good.
another bumper.
You got to get a good run at that. But that's so hard stuff. Like, it might bust the plastic or
Well, that's
anything.
what I mean, because hers is just lower.
Yeah.
Like, the truck has height with the tires, so we cleared that.
Well, yeah, I even had to run at it, like,
Oh, yeah.
because I didn't want to get stuck, even with four-wheel drive, because it's so ice, you're just gonna spin. So
If you get stuck with two-wheel drive, when you're using the two-wheel drive, you can use the four-wheel drive to get you out of that sometimes.
right,
But if you get stuck in four-wheel drive, you got no fucking hope of getting out.
right, exactly, Myron. So I kind of tested what this truck can do, so I'm kind of confident on what I can and can't do with it.
Yeah.
I got real good. I was basically driving in the, I wouldn't say ditch, but the side of the highway today, the high back road to the town, because the road was so fucking full of holes, like, from the ice, like, it just fucking rattles and shakes and beats the fuck out of the truck. And I'm only doing 40 kilometers in a 90 zone. You can't go any faster. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Were you scared?
No. I know the fucking plows could have tried harder. If they had have actually thought that we were going to get what we get, but I thought they thought because last Thursday we were going to get a lot, but we really didn't. So they were probably sitting here thinking, oh, we're not going to get that much, whatever, it'll be fine. But if they had to put salt down beforehand or something, I think it would be easier.
Well,
Also, if they started where the pavement was bare and started scraping, I think they'd be able to get a lot more of that ice off than they are by just dropping their plow and taking the top layer.
In this town, we don't use salt on the streets. We use little rock chips about the size of a grain of sand, but they're coarse instead of sand, it's smooth.
I know down in the next town, the road basically from like the gas station to get closer to here, it's like they drop a truckload of sand. Like they use sand through there, but it seems to be salt mostly in the towns.
Yeah, Well, in
And
our
they
town,
need to drop more because we'd be fucked.
Well, where the salt has hit the roads, it hasn't cleared the whole road. It's just made little holes in it, and then vehicles driving over it have made bigger holes. And like I said, the road's so full of, it's like potholes basically.
It's like taking Brenda Walker Road the whole way.
Yeah, just 1,000 million of the fucking things. And it's so rough driving. I took the shoulder of the road because it was smooth. And I just drove down the fucking shoulder of the road in 4-wheel drive because
I'm not gonna lie, that guy who went under the underpass where like the tractors go and shit, he might have had the right idea with that.
I was thinking of moving. I should have went off road there too. Because
Because I'm
lousy.
assuming he was doing it in 4-wheel drive too, and the tractors had already been through there to plow it.
I just didn't want
I know.
to go down any hills or anything like that.
Oh no, I know. But it's better going down the hill than coming up the hill, I think.
Well, yeah, but if you start sliding going down the hill, you're fucked too, right? Like,
no, we got the best driver for this trip.
hippie, if you do that, you'll catch your tires on fire. I know a guy who, one guy, but he was with, I don't know if he was with another guy or if he was by himself, but he quit his job out in the bush, and the push of the rig chased him and ran him off the road in 40 below weather. So he took the tires off his car and burnt them to stay warm.
well, who's coming up here? Oh, Oleg's here. Oleg, you got to fix your fucking camera because I don't like letting you up when I can't see you.
Hello guys, how are you doing? What did you do today? How are you?
So, the car next door here, Myron, the what's stuck, lady kept going out dumping boiling water down by the tires.
Yeah.
So what it did was
Oh, so she just made holes for her tires.
the car now is sitting down in the ice. So you can't push the fucking thing out. Like if it was just slipping on ice, right? A person could push the fucker out. But
Well, I suggest she calls tow truck or boils a whole lot of fucking water.
I know I didn't want to rip the, do any damage to the car, towing it out. So I just said I don't have a chain because.
Not gonna lie, I said fuck her car. I don't want to damage our truck at all by trying to tow her out.
I know it wouldn't damage the truck any, but it's just here the driveway's a glare ice. There's no traction.
Even the snow, you can't get traction on it because it's ice.
Which I get with 4-wheel drive. I put it in 4-wheel drive and I drive right out of here, no problem. I don't spin or anything. But in 2-wheel drive, I can't even move. I just spin. If I take off real slow, like I can get out without the 4-wheel drive on, but it's a bitch.
Yeah. I'm so glad I don't have to use 4-wheel drive. I've never driven a 4-wheel drive truck.
I never had one until I got this one.
That's not true. I have driven one, but I've never owned one.
Right.
I have to say, for the 4-wheel drive, especially with like turning the truck at the farm and shit, it has done us some good getting it in and out of there.
Oh fuck!
We would have been fucked if this thing didn't have 4-wheel
This
drive.
is like a tank in 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And when I go looking for our next set of tires, I'm going to make sure they're almost pretty much the same ones as those ones, because those are good fucking tires. I'm sad we lost that one.
Now, what's weird, it turns pretty damn good on 4-wheel drive as well. Like the tank, the Ford, when it's in 4-wheel drive and you fucking try to turn that truck, it's like turning a tank. It just
Does the 4-wheel drive have the power steering cable hooked up?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? Doesn't have power steering, it would be a hell of a lot harder to make a turn.
Oh, it's got power steering.
It's just the brakes that are fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what? It's just because it's
Even the brakes don't seem that bad. If you know the brakes are
yeah,
that like
fucking
that.
scared the life out of me. I got that fucker started going downhill, went to hit the brakes, and went right to the fucking floor. My fucking heart went through my chest.
Oh. Whenever I drove it, I just kept in mind that the brakes were bad, started braking early, and I was usually good.
If it goes to the floor, if you pump it a few times, does it build up a little pressure?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's not
It
terrible.
It needs to be pumped before you take
You
off.
just gotta remember, when it's going down the hill, start pumping at the top, and then by the bottom, you got your brakes.
It's got a brake line pinched on the in it, so
Who'd we lose?
Even that's still a good truck, though.
Oleg.
Oh, Oleg.
I forgot you're up here, Oleg.
He wasn't saying anything.
Well, he said hi, but nobody answered. Well, I said hi to him back, but Josh, you said hi to him. I don't know.
I said hi and I continued talking about
He calls me racist every time. I'm not saying hi. Half the shit he writes in chat, and then he calls us racist every show.
Oleg, what are you doing? Are you coming up or what? What?
On Saturday, they had a water main break here. It freezes up in the wintertime for some reason. And
They
the pipe-
They have to dig up the road, or
I think so, yeah. It wasn't, it didn't look like they dug up too much, but fuck, there's a lot of ice downtown. You can fucking almost drive up on the curb without having to because it's just about level.
great. Most time they break at right at the connections, or it's usually, or where they got a T in it, where they split off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks when they got to dig up the roads and shit because of that.
Yeah. But this town, even when there's no ice, there's fucking bumps and hills and stuff in it. It wasn't a very well planned town, I don't think.
Well, they got a back road here. It's the only way into this village if you're coming from that side of the highway. So if you're coming from the big city, there's only one way into this village. It's an off ramp from the highway through a backcountry road to this village. So there's no off ramp right from the highway to this village, which is really fucked up.
Which there really should be, because if you head down the road and you don't get on that back road, you literally get on the highway. So I don't know why they don't have like an off the highway right there.
So yeah, you can get onto the highway when you leave here, but you can't
get off in this
Off.
town. You basically have to get off in the next town over.
So you either have to backtrack, or you have to, like I said, if you're coming from the city, take this country road. And that was so fucking full of potholes in the summertime. It got to the point where it was so bad, and it's an 80 zone most of the way through it, that you basically had to do about 20 kilometers. If not, you were...
I'm not gonna lie, there were still some days I took that shit at like 90 in the little Civic. Especially after I learned some of it, but there were times you only had time to like clench your fucking ass. You knew you were hitting the biggest pothole there, and it was like, just brace.
And anyways, fucking, they patched that with cold patch or whatever because it got so bad, and it had so much traffic that it ripped that shit all back up.
That
They
also,
put gravel in the holes at first, and that just fucking, that didn't only lasted the day. Like it was,
it either lasted the day or
Couple
like
days,
until it
but-
rained, and then it would just be done.
Yeah.
But that also fucking sucked because that was when we had the journey and the axle was bad, and oh my god, I would not have wanted to go down into one of those big potholes.
oh, I swerved so many of those fucking holes.
We saw somebody when we were in town the other day. I'm pretty sure it's when the snowstorm was starting or like mid snowstorm.
Yeah, just there.
I don't know what they did, but their tire, it's supposed to be like this. And it was kind of like turned and like bent, and like I'm pretty sure they snapped their axle on that side, but I'm not sure. And I was like, what the fuck? And they're all standing outside, just either waiting for help or standing there. And I was just like, snowstorm. Bad time for that to happen. And there's not even anything anybody passing by can do unless you have a tow truck, because you can't fix that right there.
Yeah. Well, you can.
I also believe it was Monday, which was Family Day, and shit like Canadian Tire, Napa, like all the parts stores were closed.
You could have fixed it there, but it wasn't an easy. It would have took
Oh,
hours.
It wouldn't be easy. But
that tire was literally, I don't know if you saw
was
it, but
big,
it was
yeah.
up into the fender
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit. Like it was bent so fucking far. I don't know if they
It
hit
snapped
something.
and
Or,
it drove up into the.
lean in?
No,
Did it lean in or it just went straight up?
no, it was leaned
it
out,
was like sideways, leaned out at the bottom and
Yeah.
up into the fender.
Well, that could be partly a broken ball joint.
but that's.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know, but it was up in there, like it did some damage.
I sheared off a rear end in a car of mine. Fucking hit the ditch and the fucking axle broke. Piece of shit.
I had a Ford. What was it? Ford, not Topaz. Anyways, it was a Ford car, and I come out of the fucking store, and the back tire, I see the back tire, and it was leaned inwards, and I was like, oh fuck, that ain't good. Anyways, I didn't have no money to get another car, and I needed to get back and forth to work. We hammered a fucking board in the back, my old man did, in the trunk of the car from wheel well to wheel well, and straightened that fucking tire out. And it worked. I drove that car for a little while. I always said it was half boat afterwards. The brakes fucked up. I think that was the same car the brakes fucked up in. I don't know, but I had this other Ford car. Yeah, I think it was a different Ford. I was driving on the highway, and if you touch the brakes, they just grab like crazy. I don't know what the fuck happened, but anyways, I touched the brakes on the highway, and I didn't want to, but I did, and it didn't slow the car down much. But the back tire, where the brakes were acting up, I touched the brakes, and that tire locked up, and it did like a fucking smoke show on the highway. And I had a car behind me. When he seen my car lock up, he locked up his car and put his car into this squeal, but he fucking basically stopped. My car was still cruising, and so it was weird. It locked up the tire, but I didn't lose much speed. Where the guy behind me, he must have thought I was going to lose. You know, he seen my brake lights come on, the tire lock up, do a smoke show, and he fucking jammed on his brakes. But I kept going. She come out of her.
Oh my god, the fucking Malibu that I first drove that got totaled or written off or whatever. You should have seen the fucking brake pads and how fucked they let them get driving that shit back and forth. Because when my father went to change that shit, not to mention the fact of driving anywhere, it was ungodly fucking loud when you use the brakes.
Yeah, metal.
Yeah, they were right down to basically no metal on metal.
Right.
They had used that much. Like the whole brake pad itself that they're supposed to be using, gone long time ago.
I did that with my Dynasty. I had front fucking brakes were so bad on it. They just kept getting worse and worse, and then it was metal on metal. And when I got them done, when I got them changed, the one side of the rotor was completely gone.
When Dad pulled this off, he was fucking shocked they didn't need new rotors. Like, he threw that on the ground, like, when he pulled it off and said, look at that, or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck? I also remember that thing was a pain in the ass because either the front or the back was brake drums. And those fucking springs and all that shit are fucking annoying.
Yeah, if you're not good at it, it's a fucking nightmare. But if you know what you're doing, it's easy.
Well, that was also the first one Dad was teaching me how to do brake job on that I had brought him, and it did not go well because it was drums and springs and yeah. A lot of curse words, I think.
Yeah, if I was to get another vehicle and I could afford it, I would get something back from the 70s. And you can buy one that's completely redone and about $50,000 for a pickup, Canadian. That's cheaper than a lot of new vehicles. And after you get it, you can work on it yourself. Because there's no computer shit on it. And that's the big thing nowadays. It's all computer shit and nobody can fix it unless they have the right computer.
Right.
And I don't know if you can do it on these new ones, but the older vehicles, you could be driving down the highway and flip her into reverse and fucking walk on it, if you know what you're doing, and leave one because it's not a posi track, just one fucking black mark for, I don't know, long fucking ways.
Yeah.
Because the first time I did it at 80 miles an hour. I threw into reverse. And I was surprised. And I did it a shitload of times. And then I had the rear end looked at, and there was fuck all the matter with the rear end. Never had a problem with the transmission or anything.
What are they doing surgery on her? Block arteries. Right. The picture looks like a gun almost. It's fucking. So that video I did with the little one in it, YouTube automatically turned off the messages to that video.
Huh.
And I had to go in and turn them on. So I thought that was pretty interesting, like how YouTube just fucking, and I looked up the reason why YouTube shut the messages off, and the first reason was because of a minor, protection for minor.
Well, you know, them fucking perverts in fucking high places like to keep all the kids for themselves, so they wouldn't want anybody else being able to steal kids. So they say it's protection for the minor, but fuck that.
Well, she's not going to be reading any messages.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was because of that one she swore on and you're having a bad influence on a minor.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one I did with the 801 in it.
Yeah, my brain was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Was it Yippee-Ki-Yay 801?
Yippee-ki-yay. I don't know, I made fucking a shitload of crap. I can't remember half of it because I make so many of the damn things.
Oh,
It's funny how she'll just repeat anything.
my youngest brother, what would he have been? He'd been around 3 or 4 years old. We were living down at a place way down south of here, close to the mountains. And there's a reserve down there called Fickle Lake Reserve, something like that. My brother couldn't call it Fickle Lake. He couldn't pronounce Fickle, so he called it Fuckle. Everybody thought that was so funny until they came in off the reserve into the store and he's there saying Fuckle Lake.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, then he, because back then you could stand up in a vehicle. He was standing up in the front seat beside Mom, and he'd give the car behind us the finger. And they all started laughing. So he started every time he'd give the fucking car behind us the finger if we were stopped. because he thought it meant funny laughter.
That's hilarious.
What? You don't like all the pillows up there? You need to go outside. Okay.
We got 11 people in here. No one's typing in chat.
No one's talking but me and Josh and Chelsea.
We got 11 lurkers.
What's up, 11 people?
What up, Adrian?
What's up, 13 people?
Everybody's being pretty quiet. Smoke them if you got them. Hit that thumbs up. Over to Chelsea's. Hit that thumbs up.
Get it.
Then come back here.
Actually, I started out on Chelsea's, I think.
Nice.
Well, it went from 1 to 4. I gave it a thumbs up. 2 other people did. Damn. What are you doing, Adrian? You got any snow there or what? Melvin, you still lurking?
Jolly old England.
Jello, maybe Uper. Got 12 people in here. No one's saying anything, huh?
Hurry, come on in.
Brandon.
Come on, Nico. I think if he's long gone.
I'd say so.
I don't even think Adrian's still here.
Yeah, Adrian, I think, has 2 shows going at a time usually. I'm not sure of it, but
Oh yeah, he's definitely a panel whore. He's probably like Melvin with fucking crap load of tabs open.
yeah, Melvin used to watch 4. And if he found one interesting, he'd just go to it. But fuck,
Yeah.
he had 4 going all the time. I don't know how he did it.
He hears his name. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fucking talking to listen to at once.
And to be able to fucking separate them out.
Right? Come on, Melvin. Know you're listening. What do you think?
What?
I don't know. I remember bringing home.
I just still got a phone right back. I didn't say yet.
I know.
Jeez, I like this weed. Tastes good.
Seems like a pretty wicked deal.
Yeah. Maybe I should buy another 4 bags. It'll have to be one a month. I'm not that rich. By the looks of it, the shit I'm growing is not all that. Most of it looks to me is male.
What's that mean?
Means you gotta kill them.
Seeds.
Oh.
Yeah, I let a male blow its cum all over my room in there. And without even trying to get seeds, I got this many. And we ain't done yet because still got one of them square jars just about completely full. So we'll be getting seeds out of that. We got 6 out of it tonight, I think. So I'm the seed king. Only there's no names for mine because I don't know what the fuck seed comes from where.
So how long would it take you to smoke a pound, Myron?
Well, I haven't really looked at it in a while, but it was a month.
Okay.
And I was thinking, I don't know, it's probably still pretty close. Although sometimes now I can go without smoking for a few minutes. When I was hurting really bad, then I smoked all the time. But it's how long would it take most people to smoke a pound of hash? 34 days.
That's a long time.
Yeah, took me 34 days. And I did it on camera so everybody could see.
You fucking did. I was impressed by that.
Well, when I hit the stuff I bought today, because I still got other weed to smoke before I smoke it, I don't know, I might be smoking it a lot. Because I find this weed here, I don't know what it is about it, but I don't like it. But I ain't throwing it out either. But this stuff, it seems to be, well, it tastes better than that. A little bit better effect, maybe.
Right.
But it's so hard to tell because my getting high is I just get a little bit happier. Maybe I feel just a little bit better, but that's it. And then it goes away real quick because just in turning to lift that up, now my ribs and my spine is fucking sore.
Right.
Because the costochondritis, when my ribs move, well, it affects my spine. That's shit. So let's talk about something else.
I'm just.
This chopped up weed's pretty good.
Is it?
You should do a pipe load or something.
Oh fuck! I'm already got a buzz off that joint that I smoked. Full gram.
I didn't hold a gun to your head and say do a pipe load right
Oh,
now.
I
I
know.
said you should do a pipe load, but it can be at any point.
Hey, you. That was hey, yeah, twit. That was the fridge shutting down.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're not a snowflake. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a snowflake.
Wait, what? So just basically put a 1 in the chat?
Is there still 8 people watching?
Shows 11.
11, holy fuck. They must be all from the Stone Age. They haven't learned how to talk yet.
Could be. Where do you get those?
Are they in the clothes?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I got my back. You still think I'm wrong?
I can't tell. You're definitely wrong.
Okay.
I can't see that truck.
I gotta fluff up this bed before he lays down.
What's up, Todd?
Hey, Todd, I got up in
If you come over to Josh's chat, you can see everybody else. The 0 people that are here talking.
but I come back in here from going to the bathroom, and he's laying on the blankets. But I got it worked out. I had another blanket sitting there waiting for me, and I just pulled that over top of me. He does it all the time. When we get ready to go to bed at night, he'll jump right up and lay on the blanket right in the middle of the fucking bed.
Todd just called me an old man. What I used to do.
I know, right? I watched Simpsons
Either
on.
one of those things are true.
I watched Simpsons the other night.
I don't know if I've ever watched Family Guy, Todd. So you're not watching it like an old man. I'm old. I'd rather watch girls in mixed martial arts beating the shit out of each other. Or even guys, as far as that goes. Or tractor pulls. Or in Alaska where they fucking drive cars off a 300-foot cliff, I think it is. Or maybe it's just 100-foot. No, I think it was about 300 this year. And the short track powerboat racing over in Australia is just wild. I know you don't have time to watch it, but I do, Josh. They go like fucking hell, and they have 3 lengths of angle iron down the side of their boat so that when they turn the corner, it'll grab in and they can turn faster. Oh.
That's it. No, it's not dogs. It's a leaking dog. Shit at the shed.
Well, that's
also like watching the Buck and Bulls.
It's a show.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was born wrong. Born on a skating rink. My first pair of shoes were skates.
If I asked your mother any of that, she would say you're full of shit. Love you.
Mm.
Be careful.
Is your name Hans Brinker? You didn't take that in school, did you? Hans Brinker and the Silver Skates.
No. I just go, I don't know. Chelsea's, she'll get out of the truck and fucking down on her fucking ass she goes. Like,
Okay, well, she's, yeah. Next time or if you got the money, go to a drugstore and see what they have for cleats. Because they'll have a little thing that she could put on her shoes, and there's cleats on them, so it's better on ice.
right.
Don't want her falling down, and the next month maybe you should be packing her around.
Yeah, I know. I usually always try to get her to hold on to my arm, but
Yeah, but what's going to happen if you go down? You're dragging her down with you.
no, if I go down, I'm not gonna pull on her. I'll just go down.
Well, you can't keep your arm up in the air when you're going to the ground.
Yeah, but if she's hanging on, if I'm not hanging on to her, I'm not gonna pull her down, right? If she just,
Well, it depends how she's hanging on to you. It might be so quick that you're both on the ground.
but I fall on ice too, but she seems to slip and fall more, so.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I knew about them ice cleats is the old guy across the road. He's dead now, but he had 2 or 3 sets, and he only wore Crocs. So he had 2 sets on 2 different pairs of Crocs. What's with a meaningful glance?
Oh, the door is open, so I was just looking.
Oh. God damn. Hey. I think John is rubbing off on Todd.
Could be.
Uh-huh. Is it oh hey? No, it's oh hey. Not even paying attention to us. He's watching Family Guy.
It's only 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 10 people in here.
It's only 7 here. 7 where 801 is. Jeremy is out. I think he's in the east. 2 hours difference. He should be back in. He was headed for supper about, at least 2 hours ago.
So probably 9 o'clock his time, you think?
Yeah. I thought, where the hell is he? Went to work today. He got, because he flew to another city. Went to work this morning and got sent home at noon because of weather. Fuck me, we don't stop for weather. The guys in Alaska don't fucking stop for weather.
Yeah, fuck, the camera's no good at night, or I'd show you the end of the driveway here and the mountain of fucking snow you gotta drive over to get out.
They don't leave a very big mound here. Because usually when they do any grading, they don't grade it to the side. They'll grade it all into the middle and then pick it up.
Oh, okay.
A few years ago, they used to grade it to one side of the street one winter and then the other side the next winter.
Well, years back, there was so much snow that a lot of roofs and stuff were caving in, like old houses and houses that the roofs were flat or whatever. And that's how they removed a lot of the snow there on the sidewalks, and they would have a snowblower kind of sidewalk fucking cleaner machine blowing the snow onto the road, and then the big fucking dozer or whatever you call them, not dozer but payloader, would be picking the snow up and then putting it in the back of a dump truck, and it kind of worked all in a line kind of thing.
I've done that. I haven't. I drove one of the dump trucks doing that. I've run a loader, but not when I was hauling snow. Well, actually, I did too, because.
Slippery out there.
Did you fall when you got out?
Not right when I got out.
God, you gotta be careful, man.
It was like a couple seconds later.
I was talking to Myron about it. I wasn't sure if you were just joking or what.
No,
Fuck.
I caught myself. I didn't actually fall.
You got any traction on those damn things or what?
I don't think so. Didn't you ever hear the sentence, a fall a day keeps the doctor away?
Yeah, right.
Well, like I was telling Josh, you can get cleats that you can just slip over your shoe or your boot, and they'll help you stand up on ice. At least we've got them out here.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Myron. They would be a good thing to have when you're dealing with ice like this.
Oh yeah. If you guys' feet were close to the same size after she was done with them, you could keep on using them for a long time. I've got good boots. Although they're not as quite as good as they were 20 years ago.
I got good boots. Theirs are just really fucking icy out. Even your boots. It was slippery.
Well, but I wear off-road boots. They're steel-toed. And they seem to, for me, they work a little bit better on ice. And
Well, that's what I'm wearing, Myron. I got my steel toe work boots on. I find they do me the best in winter. Well, up until this winter.
I hate wearing steel toe outside in the winter. Fucking feet just freeze.
Mine are actually never colder when I wear steel toe. I don't know.
yeah, it's never bothered me either.
It's I don't know. It's bothered me a lot. Fucking when I've been out in the cold, working in the cold all day, I never wear thick socks either. So
Well, you've seen the socks I wear.
yeah, I know.
My feet don't get cold.
I never wore any socks. Just my winter boots, the liners, and bare feet. Fuck, I was standing there one day working, and there was a guy behind me, so I took my foot out and waved my toes at him, and then stuck my foot back in my boot.
See, I thought you were kidding about that at first, Myron.
No. I found that if I wear socks, they made my feet sweat more, then it would get damp. The whole thing would start freezing. You know, or not really freezing on you, but it'd get really cold after you, well, it's just like if anything, if you sweat and go outside, it's bad for you.
Yeah, you get fucking cold.
My mom always said don't go outside with wet hair.
I do all the time. I had a shower today. I went outside 15, 20 minutes after. Maybe.
I do too now. But when we were kids, she was just like, oh, it can freeze and all this other shit.
Wow. Well, it could, maybe, but.
Yeah, but wouldn't it just thaw out when you go back inside?
Yeah. Yeah.
More, I think, just because you don't go out, get sick. Air being cold. I don't know. Seems like a reasonable thing to say to your kids.
Well,
Summertime.
it was 23 below today, or 22 when I went downtown. And I showered, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half hour before I left. So my hair was still wet, as I don't spend a lot of time playing with her or nothing. And it better be good. And I've done that lots. And remember Epic?
Yeah.
He said You should never go wash your hair and go outside. And I'd have to say, fuck you too. I do it all the time. Wonder how he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Haven't seen him around in a while.
Yeah. Well, I know what he's doing. He's working hard this winter clearing all the fucking snow in Ottawa. If they've been getting deep snow there, that's what he does. Clear snow in the wintertime.
Right.
Actually, that's Taz's job too. Shovel snow and pick ice and then salt it down. But organic salt, so it's not harmful to anything. He only has to work 7 hours a day.
7 hours, huh?
Overtime after 7. Fuck, I wish I'd had that when I was doing 18, 24-hour fucking shifts.
Smoke them if you got them. Eight people, huh? No one saying nothing. It's got a bunch of lurkers.
Yeah. Where's Uber? Where's Brandon?
Where's Zeta one of Jeremy?
That's a good question.
I think Jason's probably in bed.
I want to assume because he hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah. But you never know with him.
You never know. Oh shit. Where did you go, Oleg?
Did you go get a camera? What the hell is Purity?
Speak English, Oleg. And every pretty girl. You get turned down again?
I don't know. I think my room was on to something a bit ago.
Was I? Oh.
There's just been some signs.
Yeah.
You don't got enough money for them or what? Oleg? Fuck, there's a lot of garbage in here. My Tim Hortons cups are piling up. So, when did you play? When's the next time you're going to go over and play pool?
I don't know. probably stay at home because I gotta go downtown on Thursday, and depending on how I feel, it'll be either Thursday or Friday evening, I think. Takes me about 2 hours, and I have to come home.
Right.
By that time, I've had enough.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I'll build up some stamina. And, well, I was gonna
Yeah, that'd be,
go ahead.
I was just saying that would be good.
Yeah. But I got a lot of work around the house too. Outside, I got to do some painting, and tree trimming. I'll go out and fucking do it now, but I'll suck an electric drill or chainsaw will run out in fucking 20 seconds. I won't be able to get through the branch.
You ready to pop? Chelsea's got an Audi.
No, I don't. I feel like the person I wish I could like that before in my life.
Damn, where in the fuck is everybody? Did you hear that Dirty Mike was up on a panel the other day?
On 801s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in chat, and then I left and I came back, and Dirty Mike had just popped up there. Like I came in right afterwards, reading the chat, and uh 801 said something to him not bad, like, and just disagreed with him, kind of thing. And Jason was on him a little bit, but not real bad, and Mike quit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Well, somebody said it was because he couldn't guide the narrative. You know, he couldn't be the big leader, so he don't like to stay around.
Yeah, he didn't have the power he has on his own channel where he could kick people, and
yeah.
Because he put out a post. Did you read the post he put out? That's kind of what it was about.
No, I don't think I caught that one yet.
Oh, okay, so he put a post out basically saying if you support Donald Trump, unsubscribe from me and shit.
Well, I'm not subscribed to him anyways.
So yeah, 801 said, like, why would you put that on there? Like, He'll,
He's a dickhead.
he'll probably lose a bunch of fucking subscribers because of it.
Well, isn't Mike? Can't remember his name. He plays guitar.
Mike Breeze.
Yeah. Isn't he from the United States?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
no donations anymore.
Hi, good citizen.
That's funny, Byron. Good citizens not here. What are you talking about?
I don't fucking know, man. I see things all the time. Right now, I'm seeing the good citizen here, even though it's not.
What's
Who
that
is
good citizen?
Oh, I don't want to say it.
Don't let fear hold you back. Or
No.
common sense.
It's not fear or common sense that's holding me back. Because I've never been scared to say anything. I just don't think it is a person who is working so hard for the people for anybody to say anything bad. I just won't. Because him and you people, they spend a lot of time trying to keep fucking a town administrator, well, the whole fucking elected officials accountable. Yeah, I unsubscribed from Dirty Mike a long time ago, but somebody was talking about him one time, so I got his got on his site, and then I just put it up into my bookmarks bar, and that way, if I want to go look at him, I can, but it's not that fucking often.
What's up, Dwayne?
Wow, it's tipped up if some people fall on their back. Better pack it off.
Sorry, Myron.
It's okay.
Just having a beer and a pop. Well, shit. You're at the right place.
I don't drink, but I just let Davey.
Have you been here before, Dwayne? I don't remember you. I don't remember your channel. Once. Okay. We got some other fishing channels that are in here.
Up around Prince George.
My brother lives out in BC.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. I kind of remember that too.
You named a bunch of places, and I do believe he said like yes or like around there, and then you were like, well, which one? And yeah,
I
Yeah,
remember that.
I live in Alberta, but I've been through a lot of BC.
I live in New Brunswick, and I have not been around a lot of New Brunswick.
I've been everywhere, man.
Well, in
I've been up
BC, I've been,
Fredericton through St. John, and up to Nova Scotia through that way, and that is all I know. Nothing that way or that way.
I've been up in BC as far north as I went up into the Yukon to a little village there one winter for a drive. We were only half hour away or something, and we had nothing to do. All the way down to the north end of Vancouver, over to Vancouver Island, and in Alberta from Sweetgrass, Montana, which is right on the border, just on the other side, all the way up to, I think I've made it up to Zama City, maybe even a little bit farther north than that, which is a long ways north. And no, I didn't move around. I just drove around. I had jobs in BC. I had jobs in Alberta, and sometimes it's just nice to go for a drive when you're not working. Yeah, I would really like to drive up and get some of that cheap jade they got up in northern BC there. But it costs a fortune to fucking drive up there. And I ain't physically able to do it. That'd be rough roads. I'd be bitching halfway there.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, have a good night there, Dwayne. I know it's only 6:30. I've been to bigger and better Saskatchewan, I think it was. Saskatchewan has a lot of, well, they're sort of like the Newfies, I think. They have a lot of screwed up names, just like Dildo Newfoundland.
Yeah, I lived in Saskatchewan. I've been all over that area. I lived fucking all over Canada.
Well, I was still in diapers when I was in southern Saskatchewan. My dad was working down there. And we traveled around. When he went to work, we went with him.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it was be a small, what the hell would be a small trailer. But back then, it was big.
Yeah.
Unlike in your, but yours has an engine, doesn't it? It's not a tow trailer. Your camper.
No, that's a tow trailer.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, no steering wheel in that fucker.
Yeah. I can remember when I was young, we had our trailer on behind us. It was bigger than yours because it had a hallway and 2 bedrooms. I think we had a bathroom in it, but it never worked. Fuck, I was young. Because we sold that when I was about 4 or 5. God damn.
I've only ever been in one other trailer other than the one we were just in.
Yeah.
And where they parked their trailer one summer, they thought they could trust the people and everything. And they were getting a really good deal for parking it there and shit. Yeah. They unplugged the electricity. So all the meat and everything that they kept in the freezer and shit for every weekend that they go up there rotted. It smelled like something died in that fucking trailer. The blood, like, you know when the fridge closes, like that little plastic part?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was blood everywhere in that fridge somehow from the meat, because when it thawed, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it looked like a massacre.
Crazy.
Well, if she bought it at one of the any grocery store, it'll be pumped full of water and blood and some other things that they put in the sludge to keep it nice and bright. Because good meat should turn dark after a while. And as much as I say, ooh, excuse me, the last time I got meat, I bought it from the grocery store here in town. Except for when I get jerky and pepperonis. And then I get them from a Husky, which it's made about 18 miles away from here. It's not that far to where they make it.
Right.
And it is good. There's nothing I like better than a jalapeno pack of Lay's jalapeno cheddar, I think it is. I don't know. It's jalapeno something. And some of their hot pepperonis. Because their pepperonis are hot.
Right up this way.
Mhm.
Got 11 people in here. No one saying nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet.
At least Dwayne talked in the chat.
True.
Oh, when's it supposed to warm up? Yeah.
I have no idea.
2 days. Supposed to warm up here on Thursday. To -3 or -4. And usually, if we don't get a snowstorm at the beginning of March, we get one at the end. I would rather see March come in roaring like a lion.
If you would put the light off, it would probably do better. Yeah, you can stick it right here. I'll be glad when it warms up.
Me too. What's up, 11 people?
You look around, it feels like we're in fucking Alaska or something right now. Other than we don't got real deep, deep snow, but you got two channels. Brandon.
This one was made today.
Also, goddamn, when you make a channel, it does not take you that long to post a shit ton of links to your page, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon, you got to teach me how to do that, Brandon. So I can lose my YouTube channel.
Oh, fuck.
Brandon is a boob. Come on up here then, Curly. We'll give you a wrench once we see it's you.
Don't do it. You can give him a wrench, just don't let him off. Get your ass off here, Curly.
Yeah, it's in a closer picture.
Wow, I thought for sure Jeremy would be up by now.
He's lurking.
Well, he was saying he was going to do some work tonight, too.
Brandon,
What?
what are you doing?
What?
You got an echo.
Hold on, hold on. There, that better. Better.
I don't know.
I muted it.
Okay.
So where'd all my supporting members go, Josh? All my super chatters, I super chatted and shit. Where'd they all fucking go?
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't just because fucking you sent them super chats, Brandon.
I was even members. I'm not members for years, not just a freaking month. Where the hell are they? I'm gonna start ripping their asses. I want to get them. Where the fuck are you? Ah, well, it's all right. They'll be there eventually.
All right, I'm transferring my shit up here. Hold on, let's just drop some. Oh,
Very cool. I would have been up earlier, but I had to help Mom a lot, so I was in the chat though.
Grab on. I mean, slippery, real slippery.
Ice rink.
All right. Oh, that's it.
maybe Chelsea might need ice skates instead of.
Well, I was thinking Josh should get a sled and then just put Chelsea in the sled, and then Josh can pull her into the house. How about that? A toboggan. There we go.
I think she's kind of independent that way. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, well, it's okay to be independent, but there's sometimes when it's good to not be. Yeah.
Alright, just give me 1 second, Brandon.
One thousand one, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
Hold on. Let's try this. There. It's supposed to snowstorm tonight.
It's supposed to be cold again tonight.
But then 4 days from now, it's supposed to be 60. So a snowstorm, that's Tennessee weather right there.
Well, it's going from now to, it's going to jump up to -4. And we're at -19, and it'll only be getting colder through the night. Fuck, that one says -16. I don't know where they're getting their information from.
Well, I read up on my solar battery charger, and it can run my grow lights for 4 hours before it charges. Needs a charge. Because they're both 30 watts, and so 60 watts can run on my battery 4 hours. I was thinking, well, even if I did only 4 hours on my battery, that still saved me money instead of having it in the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've got 6 1,000-watt lights.
Woo!
But it's still a way less than what the old way would have been. Because these ones are all, you can turn them on for budding and shit like that.
Oh, they got a dimmer switch on it so you can go real bright or real low, or
No, it's growing or blooming.
oh, okay.
You can actually, for weed, you just leave it on for both, because unless you've got ones that are specifically grown to, if you wanted, you could leave one in a pot for a year. There was a guy down in BC, and then he took it out and finished it off in the summertime. And it was a fucking tree. Fuck, it was just massive. But I never let them grow that long.
Yeah, there's certain tomato plants. If you get a certain kind, they'll just keep growing and growing. I seen on one video, I had a 15-foot tall tomato plant, It was above the barn and everything. It was growing way up in the air.
Taz, my neighbor, he brought over tomato plant this fall. And it was looking like it was going to die off. So he said, hey, take care of it. Well, I cut part of it off and rooted that and watered it magically the right time. I don't know, but they're both fucking growing and putting on greenery now.
Is that one that you had that was really tall but didn't have any flowers? It kept growing. Yeah. Is that the one you cut in half?
Yeah.
Cool. I remember you telling me that. Yeah, the one that was just huge but didn't have any flowers. Yeah.
But I've did a little researching, and if you do the right kind of pruning, you'll get lots of fruit. Unless they're all bullshit, I don't know.
You gotta be careful because some of them are just doing it. Some of them doing the videos just to make money. You'll see that in the bottom they have a link. They want you to buy their grow light or bullshit. You know, they're saying that just to get you to buy their stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't like high pressure salesmen. So they can't force me into buying because I don't like high pressure salesmen. So if they try and sell me something, oh fuck it, that turns me off right there. If I want something, I'll ask for it.
On my LED lights, I notice that most of them are white, but every so often I see a red one, red LED amongst my lights. They said that's for the blooming part. The red light's for the blooming.
See, mine is only two colors, red and blue.
Huh.
Yeah, blue's for the growing and red's for the blooming.
Yeah, I was looking at some of those grow lights. They can be real expensive.
Yeah. Fuck, I got, I think it was 3 for $290. Some price like that. It was a pretty good buy. I've got other ones that I paid over $100 for, and they all seem to be working the same. And I've had them 4 years, 5 years. I can't remember when I first started growing.
I've been doing testing on my grow lights, and it seems like about the 12-hour mark is perfectly for my tomatoes. If I go too much longer than 12 hours, they burn. If I go too less, then they grow too slow. So about 12 hours is what my plants are really loving it.
No.
It's probably different for everyone out, you know, if they have a different light setup. But I've been just going to see how my plants react. And at 12 hours, they seem to do really well. I go 10 in the morning to 10 at night and then call it good.
How long does it take for one plant to get tomatoes from?
About 60 to 90 days. Depends on the plant. Some are a lot faster than others. Depends on how. Then some of them just keep growing. I mean, indeterminate ones you can have all summer long, but they don't put on as much. They just every so often you'll get a plant or a tomato out of them. A determinate will just grow 60 to 90 days and it'll have all its tomatoes and it'll die. So there's two different kinds. Then there's one in the middle. It's like semi-determinate.
Wow. I think I'd eat the food that sacrificed itself for me by that.
I think for me it's good to have both kinds because for selling you want one that's determinate where you got a whole bunch that you can sell real quick. But if you grow both, then it gives you kind of like a you never run out kind of deal.
Yeah. If I had enough tomatoes, well, I just can. Can't be all that hard. Throw a bunch of tomatoes in a jar. Oh, you might want to blanch them first. I don't know. Never done it, but it would be hard to figure it out. And throw them in a jar and boil them in water and put the seal on, and she should pop when she's cooling off. And they will last a long time like that. Well,
I did notice that I had I put hold on. There we go. I put my fan on my tomatoes and it's working real good with my tomatoes also, getting air through there. Like air circulation's helping them. When I first did it, I had a little fan, but I put my big fan on it and it seems to be doing a lot better. Learn as you go.
yeah.
Well, all I can say is that if they want my membership, then they'll come back. If they don't, then they won't. I was only having 6 on my subscriber list. I could tell who's subscribed. Those 6 get memberships.
Give it time. More people will subscribe to you.
I know.
Am I subscribed?
I better go look. I think you were, but I can't remember. I think you did, Myron, at one point.
Well, I don't know why I would unsubscribe.
Okay, I'll switch.
One of your friends, Brandon?
My name is? I don't know that one.
And my name is.
I've seen that name. I don't know who that is.
Me neither, really.
All right, I'll tell you who's on my. You enjoy Famous Curly, and there's 2 that won't tell who they are for my subscribers. Hidden subscriptions. It won't tell me.
Yeah, you can't see who I'm subscribed to either. I don't think.
Fuck me.
Oh shit. All right.
Who's on the bottom, Brandon?
Brandon, yeah.
I'm always on the bottom. When it comes to streaming, anyway. I learned one thing, that I have to be spot on with what I say up here, or it'll be taken out of context.
Maybe. Where's Curly at, Brandon? He can say whatever he wants. Get away with it.
Cool. What? Yeah, I'm doing a video short for 801 with Curly. The title's going to be 802 Reasons Why. I have to figure that one out.
There you go.
802 reasons why curly is cooler. Something like that.
I've never seen Curly in a cowboy hat, so right there he's kind of sucking the hind tit. Matter of fact, I've never seen Curly in a hat.
Oh, he's worn a hat from Rebecca Touched by Yarn made him one, and I put one on him.
And if I wasn't subscribed, it said I was the third one.
You're number 3. Oh, that's cool, Myron. You're number 3. 1,200 to 6. Yay! You know what? I'm gonna keep going though. I'll keep making videos. No matter how many, I ain't even gonna look at how many subscribers I got. I'm just gonna keep making videos and having fun with it.
Well, how many subscribers do you have?
6.
That's it?
Yeah. 1,200 to 6. And last, when I did my Bible site before, it had 1,400.
On this curly one right now?
Yeah, it was my Bible one, but it was Bible and Curly. I was Minister Brandon 5 years ago, and I had 1,400. Then I had a channel problem, so I went to TN Fishkeeper. And then when I got to 1,200, some dumbass out there reported me, and a whole bunch of stuff made it so that my channel take down. And then I lost it again. So I lost 1,400. I lost 1,200. So you just wait, Josh. You don't want to get to 1,200. They'll come after you.
Oh, well, I just have to do what you did then.
Have to start all over again. Or if you make too much money on monetization, they probably take you down in that way too. Yes, they don't want to pay anyone, so if you're not that good, they'll take you out. I believe it's all about money and them making money. If you don't pay for advertising, I think they like to take you out. That's my opinion, though.
I think you should go to Rumble.
I am on Rumble.
Oh,
I'm doing a hell of a lot better on Rumble. I'm getting more views. People aren't harassing me. Just once in a while, I get some kind of douchebag trying to promote their advertising ability and wanting to promote my videos, but I blocked them. But I don't have nearly as much problem on Rumble as I do here.
Well,
The people seem to be cooler too. I don't know why, but they are.
have you got 5 subscribers over there?
Yeah, I had yeah, I think so. They give you a special name once you hit a certain amount. So
Well, after 5, you can start making money. There. You get that 5 people right away, you can start making money if you can get enough people watching. Bet you didn't know that, eh?
it just takes a lot of views, don't it, to get any money?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But at least you got the chance. Whereas here, over there, they won't rip your show all.
Well, that's what my Christian friend that runs a Christian network, she said, just stay on Rumble. They don't bother you on Rumble.
Yeah.
So she does Rumble. So I'm getting smart though, Myron. I'm backing all my stuff up onto a cloud. That way, if YouTube takes me down, I can just put it right back up. Click a link, download it, put it back up. Save everything I do. Then that way, if they want to be a piss ass, I can just come right back. I'll be back next week. You know.
What happens if they shut the cloud down?
They can't, because I own the hosting and everything like that. I control the cloud.
Okay.
Nobody else controls the cloud. I control it.
Okay.
How you like that?
Well, that's just fine. I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, well, it's called decentralized hosting, where you control everything. You control the videos on your stuff. You control the site. You have no one telling you what you can put on there. Everything like that. It's decentralized. It's called.
Never heard of it.
You gotta be a nerdy to know. I've been using a computer since 1984.
I touched one back then, but it didn't impress me much. Well, them apples, I think they were. Was no internet or nothing, so it wasn't all that great.
Yeah, but at the time it was great. I mean, to some people,
Yeah.
we're spoiled now compared to what they had then. But you know what? We also had arcade, and we had people would get out and party and roller skate, and they had dances. People got together, congregated more than they do now. Now everyone fucking hates each other.
Well,
But back then, everyone got together and had groupie things. You know, it was a lot different.
there's card parties around here. They'll put one on in the hall somewhere, and anybody that catches the notices can go. And they usually have prizes for best team.
Yep, my mom and dad did that back in the 80s. They had a card party. They go to one person's house each time, once a month. They'd hosted at different houses, and and the winner would get a prize, kind of deal.
Yeah.
My 2 new tomato seeds today. One's called Red Snapper and Hossinator. Determinate. One's determinate and one's semi-determinate. $68 to 73 days.
I don't read shit like that.
You stick the seed in the ground and say whatever comes up, comes up.
Well, I'm just going to estimate it for that seedling, not the seedling, but stalk I cut off and transplanted and the one left in the pot. The only thing I can do is guess, because most of those things are growing from seed, and I didn't get to do that. Yeah, that was a hard clink.
Yeah. One of my friends shared my video and it got almost 600 views already within 3 hours. So I'm her member. I think she's got close to 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting up around the 450 mark, and that's getting to be too many. It's just unmanageable.
Yeah, but how many come to your live, Myron? 10? 10 out of 450?
Yeah, the same 10. Well, not true. Sometimes it's more. And it's been a variety of people a lot of times.
Well, I've been here almost 6 or 7 years. I've met a lot of people.
Well, I've met a few.
I'd say about 20% of them came only because I was doing a giveaway. I'd do a giveaway that'd show up. Opportunists.
Well, Silver Diamond does the same thing. She gives stuff away. I just quit going there. I never won anything, so I figured, well, why the fuck stay there?
Yeah, I went to her channel like 2 times and not for me.
Yeah.
I respect her, but I think our opinions are a little bit different. She thinks differently than I do. That's all I'm going to say about Silver Diamond.
I'd say she thinks differently than us, Brandon.
All of us?
Yes. Well, I wasn't kidding when I said we don't want you in Alberta. We don't need no liberals in Alberta. They can either stay in BC or go out east.
I'd go over to my friends, but there's a few people there that if I went there, they'd all leave.
Well, that's not very nice.
They don't like me. You know one of them. You already asked her why she didn't like me. I go up on his, say hi to him, and then they all disappear. So be it. I've done nothing. I've done nothing, Josh.
I know.
Nothing to them. Nothing to them for them to
But
act.
some people
Aren't gonna like me.
just think they're better than other people, Brandon. That's
They
just
don't
how
like
it is.
me. They just don't like me. That's all. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on something else. I'm gonna focus on my tomato plants.
Focus on focusing your focus.
My mentor said that if you are, like say Josh is a cranberry farmer, he says, Josh, you focus on your cranberry and be the best damn cranberry farmer ever. That's what he told me. If I'm going to be a tomato farmer, be the best damn tomato farmer ever.
You're gonna need more lights, Brandon.
I think so. And some luck, because some of it's luck because of the weather. If the weather's good, the tomato plants really do well. But if the weather is shit, you could have a real shitty crop. Or you could go 2 or 3 months and have great plants, and all of a sudden 1 month have a real flood downpour, destroy everything. Luck of the draw. Where's Uper tonight? Oh, it was this Tuesday night. He might be out doing snow. I don't know.
Might be sitting in his beanbag chair right now.
Sitting naked in his beanbag chair. As long as I don't have camera on, do what the hell I want to do, right?
Might want to wash your butt before you do that. No use,
It's always good to wash your butt.
no use leaving any tracks on the chair.
Where's Oleg tonight? Did I scare him off? Oleg!
He doesn't have a camera, so he's not allowed up.
Oh, I haven't even seen him in chat.
Oh, he was here a while ago.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came in, he came up, he dropped down, he came back, but just rambling on about something.
I gotta take a look at the radar real quick. You might be seeing snow on my thing.
We got 8 people in here, huh?
Eight people.
Wow. They don't get nothing. There's nothing up here.
2 to 4 inches tonight. That's nothing, right? Would you call 2 to 4 inches a dusting?
Well, theoretically, I could still drive in that, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, but we live in Tennessee in the mountains, and people at half an inch freak out and don't want to go anywhere.
Freaking hillbillies, eh?
Yeah, hillbillies don't want to go up the hills.
Well, I know a guy who used to live down in the valley, and every winter he would have a jockey tank right full, and he'd have his box full of wood, what was left for room, and he would put chains on, and that was the only way he could get up the road out of the valley. Not every time, but a lot of the time. No four-wheel drive. And we're used to weather here.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, and I was used to it. But I come down here, and it's made me kind of weak a little bit. And during the summer, it gets hotter than hell here. Real hot. Oh, God. Upper 90s. Whew.
You should be like the geese. You head north in the summertime and south in the wintertime.
Yeah, I
In
should
the
do that.
fall.
If I had money, I'd do that.
That is a great fucking.
Hey, Brendan. Most of the time, he chews on a stick and then something gets stuck.
What are you talking about, Brandon?
What?
What are you up to?
I just sent Steve a message telling him that I'll be there another night. I was helping Mom.
But what if he checks in on this show and sees you here?
Oh, well. Youper, youper, youper.
Hello, Joe.
Is Youper here, or were you just saying that, Brandon?
Well, there's another word for youper. I was using that expression. What does youper usually say?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right there. You got the motto. I don't like saying it.
Oh, I have no problem.
Where's 801 at? Is he waiting for me to get down? Where's Kevin? Kevin! You lose power, bro! Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
You called, Myron?
But you wanted to turn up the heat. Is he in the chair now? Is that what he did? I didn't see where he went. Oh, oh, Jello, you called. Jello. Well, you got one of them in here. You got Jello. Now it's time for Youper to come in. You got one, you got the other.
I'm sick of the cold. I got to go outside for a cigarette.
I thought you'd be sick of the ice.
I'd rather it be icy than cold. Shit. Well, I'm gonna go for a cigarette. You're either here when I get back or you're not.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute.
Whatever floats your boat.
Everybody cookies.
Jump up there. Go on. What? You can expect something every time you come in. Hey? Hey? Yeah, I guess it did. That was a long time ago. I fucking near forgot. Took your time.
What do you got to go to town for this week, Myron?
Gonna go to the food bank for bread. And maybe I'll check the mail. I don't know. I was just there today and well, it's getting towards the end of the month, so I'll try it. Hey, CC. I gotta check my wallet to see what I can buy, but I know it's.
Yeah.
I spent quite a bit on him today, and I spent some on myself. But that's about it.
Sounds like a pretty simple trip.
Yeah.
rolling.
Hmm.
Seven people in here, huh? You testing it to see if you're a mod, Brandon?
No, I'm saying hi to Craig. And
Hold on. Hold on, Brandon.
Craig's not. Craig is a friend. Craig. Ozzy. Ozzy.
There you go, Brandon. Well, that's your 30th channel I gave a wrench to, Brandon.
I think so.
Hate to say it, Brandon, but Curry's an asshole sometimes.
Eleven people in here, huh? Jealousy, don't think. I didn't think about first. I'm just reading Joe's message.
Curly says, can't we all be laughing out loud? I don't know.
Oh, okay, Jello. I thought maybe I was crazy and just couldn't make sense of it.
Oh, I'm curious. Post the first part of it now. Please, nobody else is talking in chat. You could redo the whole freaking joke.
Maybe it wasn't a joke. Mellow Jello.
Yeah, sometimes it pays to be cool because Curly, yeah, you're right. Myron's right. Curly can be pretty tough. He can be a fucking dickhead. Curly can be. Yes. He's only 4 foot. I'm sure you could pick him up and body slam him, Jello. Maybe. Yeah, see, Jello don't have anyone to pick on, so he's going to randomly pick on Curly. You see that? See how that works? You better get your ass up here to take care of Jello. Random pickings. That's what it is.
The train is going by.
The train is going by. Throw mama from the train. Hi. Why not? Everyone else talks to the puppet. Why can't you? Come on.
That
Yeah,
makes it,
Joe, don't be cool with it. Just be cool.
makes it more funny that he's talking to you, Brandon.
Yeah, but you never know who you're gonna get. Are you gonna get Brandon? Or are you gonna get Curly? Cool, yeah.
Oh, is Curly a minister too?
Curly is a ministry puppet. You know, back in the day, I had a friend that his name was the unruly minister. Unruly. Oh, now we know it won't be long. Myron's getting tired. The light went off.
Lighthouse went off yet. But I'm gonna relax.
Jello, you just don't understand. Isn't that what 801 says? Jello, you just don't understand.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I just said that and the bot said it.
Steve was the first one to say it. That it got taken that way.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was Steve that said that. You're right.
It was good he come up. I enjoyed being with him the other day when he was on paddle. What's
Ten, 10 people in here. I'm
Then
gonna
people
go.
are trying to listen to us so they can go and spy on us and then tell other people. You see how that works? No.
We're not saying it. We're not saying anything.
Jello is being mellow. Because he's drinking mellow yellow.
Don't eat the yellow snow, Brandon.
Yeah, I know. Don't make your ice cream out of snow and then have it be yellow. Have you ever done that, Josh? Have you ever taken snow and vanilla and mix it together to make ice cream?
No.
I did that in a class experiment one time for school.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. But that was the joke. Don't pick the yellow snow.
As long as the snow is like the princess, it's okay.
So how many tomato plants do you got that are pretty much ready now, Brandon?
I'm eating 2 egg rolls right now. I'm getting them ready to eat. 2 egg rolls.
What the fuck does that have to do with tomato plants?
I said tomatoes.
Oh, I got about 5 or 6 of them that are green so far. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting tired.
So is it another like
a tiring night, Josh. It's sleepy.
How many more days until you're gonna have tomatoes off those fuckers?
I don't know, man. Sometimes it takes a while for them to turn color. Mom's had a few of them already, 2 or 3 of them already, but it's taken a while to turn over to ripening.
Brandon calls himself a tomato farmer, but he can't even tell us when he's gonna have tomatoes.
Yeah, and you can't be letting your mom eat the tomatoes. You gotta be selling those. That's getting into the profit.
Well, we're gonna grow extra this year. I'm doing the indoor thing, but to do profit, you gotta go outside. You can't do it indoors. Unless
I
you got,
agree, Jello. I agree.
if you got a factory, then you could probably do it. But
You don't get a little baby barn or a greenhouse or something?
no, too fucking poor.
Well, with all that money you sent to people with for super chats, Brandon, you could have fucking bought a little greenhouse.
That's all right. That's one thing I can't control is what other people do. I can control what I do. That's it.
Well, sometimes you're completely out of control.
Well, I'm just acting though. When I'm doing that, I'm acting.
Okay.
Acting.
You got 1 minute left, Jello.
Actually, you guys, if I'm in total control, you guys wouldn't like me very much. But if I go out of control, then it gets more amusing and fun.
That's true.
Yeah, if I came up here and I was a serious Brandon and did life lessons and Bible messages, you wouldn't like me so much. But if I come up here and make jokes and pick on everybody and make Curly do amazing things, then you like me more, right?
That's true.
See? I know.
As far as I'm concerned, but I don't know about Chelsea and Josh.
We're seeing 1 minute until I end this stream, Jello, so let loose.
Jello, be warned, Curly is not a wimp.
Brandon, I wouldn't care how you come up here, man. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna like you the same way. Very little.
You'll like me until the stream ends and you're like, oh god, we have to put up with that fucker again.
Well, usually they do that before the start of the show.
Probably at the beginning, right? Is that Brandon going to be up here again? And then at the beginning they're mad, and then in the middle they're like, "Oh, good, we're getting watch hours out of him." And then when he leaves, he's like, "Oh, good, he's out of here! Yay!"
Yeah. No, Brandon, we like you coming up on panel.
Well, I did a panel by myself today. I had one person come. I
I didn't get no notification.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. I don't. They're out to get me. That's because you didn't subscribe. Remember, you told me you didn't subscribe yet.
Oh, maybe not.
Aha, see.
Well, comment on one of my shorts, and when I check it out, I'll subscribe if I'm not subscribed already.
Okay, well, I will. If you subscribe, I'll share your videos. That's what I'm going to put in my community tab. You have to be a subscriber for me to share and help. That'll bring them all. And you have to be a subscriber for me to be your member. That will bring them. They'll miss the money and they'll come back.
There you go.
You watch about 2 weeks from now. I bet you I'll be over 100 to 200 subscribers. I guarantee you 200, about 200 to 300 somewhere in there. You just watch.
I know.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
I let Brandon ramble on.
Rambling, man.
Just kidding, Brandon.
Rambling, man.
Are you going to shut it down?
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down.
Okay, Chelsea, Josh,
All right.
and have a good night.
Have a good night, Myron.
Good night.
Thanks for coming up.
See you later. Corey, cool.
Night night, Brandon. Thanks for coming up. Jello, thanks for being in chat, man. Keeper. Catch you guys on the next one.